chain to be moving around. So I'm gonna tighten this up. Okay. So, I'm gonna find the two teeth that are going in the same direction. Okay, so if you look, these two are literally going in the same direction, where these two are opposite. So, this will let me know where I've already sharpened. So your sharpener will only go one direction. So with the teeth facing this way, it's a push away. So I want my bar to be in the same line as that line. That gives me 25 degrees. This holds it basically where it needs to be. Oops, got it caught in there. So there it's on my bar, on my chain. The line, it's lined up exactly. That's 25 degrees. So then I'm just going to brace behind the tooth because I want the tooth to stay. And what will happen is you will feel it no longer sharpening the actual tooth, and then you've gotten it sharp where it needs to be. You don't want to over sharpen. That is literally what I was doing before. So see, this particular tooth, I'm going to turn this way and I'm going to have this line up with this bar. This way, you pull. Always keeping your line with your bar. That's your 25 degrees. And this has a 30-degree mark and 35-degree mark. This particular chain needs to be at 25. If you over sharpen the angle, it will not cut. That was the problem that I was having with the automatic one that I bought from Harbor Freight, is I was over doing the angle. And now see, if I try to hear that, that's the wrong way. You can really hear that it's bad. Now I'm making sure that this part sits pretty flat on the tooth. A lot of times they say, I've done a lot of watching other people do this, to do all one angle, one side first, and then turn it and do it the other. Well, you kind of have to do that if you don't have this guide that's reminding you of where you need to be for your angle. See, now that's super easy and smooth. It's no longer filing. So that means I've gotten it as sharp as it needs to be. Oops, my handle fell off. So again, I'm just making sure that I have my 25-degree angle line parallel with my bar. And now it's super smooth and easy, so that's good. So if you are a professional chainsaw sharpener and you feel like I'm missing something or I'm possibly doing it wrong, this is what they showed me at my local chainsaw repair place, so that I can sharpen this myself while I'm sawing trees. But if there's a trick that you know that makes this easier for me and my friend Mary, please comment below so that we can all be professional chainsaw sharpeners. So I'm just going to continue to rotate this until I get to my starting point. And then the chain will tell you if you're pulling your rasp the wrong way. This would be a good time for me to remind you to like and subscribe and comment below. It really does help the algorithm of YouTube to promote my channel and my videos. If you have any suggestions of stuff that you would like to see, let me know, and if it's something that I'm doing, I will make sure that I do a video of it. There are quite a few things behind the scenes that I'm not videoing. Sometimes you just need to get things done. One thing also that I was told is when this particular tooth gets too high after you've sharpened these so many times, you will need to rasp this down with a flat rasp. I don't think I'm there yet. Otherwise, it will catch. So the angle for your particular bar and chain is very important. So if you don't know what it should be, like I did not, and I was doing it wrong and my chainsaw wasn't cutting, made this hard work. Call in and ask a professional, someone who works on these, so that your machine can work the best way that it should be. Okay, I've come back around to the chain where I'm to the two that are facing the same direction, so that I know I've gone all the way around my chain. Something that I have done in the past, you don't want your chain to be too tight. This is too loose. Your little shark teeth should be about right there. So that's where you know you've got it tightened correctly. Tighten this up a little bit. And it's really important, and I did not know this, but it is very important while you're sawing, and your chain will loosen as it gets hot, that you need to come back and retighten your chain. And then when you're done for the day, loosen your chain back up, or you could stretch or even damage the chain to where it's unusable. And then don't forget to tighten your bar back up after you've gotten that where you need to get it. This back one is a booger. Okay, that's tight. Recheck my chain, that's good. Thing I've never been able to do is actually start a chainsaw. I've always struggled with that. And I swallowed my pride and went into the local repair guy here where I live, and just said, I need you to teach me how to start this chainsaw. And he was like, no problem. They were super nice. So I don't know if it's a girl thing and they're fine, but I'm sure some of you guys, if you're just learning how to do this, they'd rather you do it right. So definitely ask. There is a stop switch right here on most chainsaws that turns it off. Hey, go away, bee. Make sure that is on. You want to pull out your clutch, and mine has a little start button that pushes in. Each chainsaw is different. That just happens to be how mine is. Mine is a CS 950 Echo version. So one thing he did say, because I have a tendency to flood them, is to make sure that your chain is engaged. You just have to be aware that it is. And then, so once it does that, disengage this part right here, because you'll flood it if you continue to pull it from that point. I've literally been able to start this chainsaw every time when I was taught how to do it correctly. So that's what I have for you. Always make sure you check your oil and your gas. And if you did not know this, I get very excited whenever I learn new things. The tool that comes with your chainsaw, which has this flathead on one end and this particular thing on the other, this is how you open your gas and your oil, for those of us that don't have insanely strong hands like me. You want to check your oil regularly, top everything off before you get started. I actually filled these last night. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in because it's a little low. And from what I was told is you want to sharpen your blade. If you're working all day long cutting down trees as a lumberjack, probably in mid-afternoon when you stop for lunch, you want to make sure you sharpen your blade. Those of us that just are not lumberjacks and we work a little bit here and there, if your chainsaw is not sawing and it's becoming physically difficult, oh Jesus, every time, don't do that. You just really want to make sure you never run out of bar oil. That's a big no-no. So that's all I've got for you today. That's what I've learned in my chainsaw stuff. I am a beginner chainsaw person. But this chainsaw is working really well for me since I learned how to actually do things properly. So don't be afraid to go and ask, walk into your local store and just ask them and say, I need you to teach me how to do this. I hope this video helps you. Mary, go clean out your chainsaw, because you said you've never done it and that makes me sad for your chainsaw. Also sharpen your blades, your chains will last quite a while if you do that, and it'll make all of it easier. This does need a good wiping down, which I should be doing every night, but I'm not. I'm actually building a house. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you like and subscribe, share with your friends. Just a single woman up here on the mountain trying to build her home and live her best life. Thanks a lot. I think that's going to be a wrap on this video. Bye.